guys, welcome back to the channel, Talking Up with Cindy and Jerry. I'm Cindy.
Jerry, how's it going, everybody?
Hope everybody's staying healthy and dry in this crazy weather.
Yeah, so we're recording very early Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
We're probably going to do a couple of recordings because it's a busy week. You're heading out to Florida for spring break with the
next weekend, yeah.
the little one.
Our oldest has a birthday coming up. It's going to be a really busy week coming up.
But rainy days are good days also to stay in and
work
out, veg on the couch, or play a video game, or even I have some adult coloring books and stuff like that.
Well, maybe you could do some of your VR stuff down here. We do have that other VR. Everyone forgets that we have.
Right. Maybe, yeah, I need Jeremy to really get that going.
Update it?
Yeah.
All right.
Fruit Ninja.
Yeah, some Fruit Ninja today.
Right, so here, while we're talking about that, actually Fruit Ninja, I bring it up, is I'm still in the slump of getting the workout groove.
But I'm going to say, I have noticed his gut's gone down.
I've lost about 5 pounds. You know,
no, it's gone down significantly
from
compared to last year.
And not only that, from the physical I had and stuff like that.
Yeah. You're getting there. I just wish he would be like me. I'm like go hard.
Listen, she is where I was prior when you actually met me. Yeah, I was fit. I was always running.
That's
I was active.
One of my turn-ons. He had like that V cut, wings, muscular, abs.
I had some abs coming in. Yeah,
it was really, nice.
But it happens with a Latin wife. There was some massive Spanish cooking, and if some of you have seen the videos, I did not have flavorful Spanish cooking
until he met me.
Until I met
my family.
So, but I do have to get into this groove. Right now, what I'm doing is, well, first of all, if you're in the tri-state area, you know the weather is going like this. Mm-hmm. So I am not walking to the office because
it's raining.
I'm refusing. Well, first, I'm refusing to wear a heavier coat or a sweater. Yeah, so I'm wearing my spring jacket.
Yes.
So I take the train because it's just a chilly walk. Mm-hmm. Now, some of you can say, "Hey, that's great. Your chilly walk. You're not gonna sweat it out," but it just sucks overall for me. So. Yeah. There was a good 3 weeks ago where I was excited. I was doing about 10, 12.
He was, because it was getting warm.
It was
like Mother Nature tricked us.
Yeah. And I was walking it and I was tracking it. Even my coworker was like, "How are you getting so many steps?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just do it." And I walk around in the office. So our office is a U. I'm on this side and we have our main entrance and our back door. So it's a U. I will exit out to use the restroom and then come back this way. So I do the full walk around. I don't come back in this shortcut. So I try to do that a lot. But yes, I am not pushing to where I want to push.
I want to push him, but I'm trying not to be the nagging.
I want to be nagging, but it's also like, hey, I've had a rough day.
That's what happens. He was like, well, you got more time to work out. I'm like,
it will happen. You got to understand, and she now understands it because
I know he comes home tired.
No, it's not even that. Is when you are trying to get into a workout, the struggle is hard for those first couple of weeks, maybe a month or two.
To bring it into
right, where you're like, even when you come home, you're like, well, let me get 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
When you are in the groove.
Like me.
Like you said yesterday, you kind of cheated and you hit it hard this morning.
Oh, I cheated plenty yesterday.
Right, so you're like, well, I cheated, I got to hit it hard. Yeah. That was me.
Years ago.
Yeah, over 30 years ago. I was like, I was like, yeah, I got to run. I got to be out.
I'm going to say, because people are like, what do you eat? I eat everything now. Before, I eat
yes and no. So
I do eat everything.
Right, and I'm sorry if I'm yelling. When you look at, I didn't want to overtone you. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
But when you look at a lot of workout people, and even The Rock, and people go, but what do you eat? This is what I eat. But, they're eating calories.
Yes.
They're not just saying I'm cheating, but they're also eating correctly when they want to eat correctly.
Yeah, I eat correctly.
Yeah, there is a balance, and I'm not, I'm not saying, hey, I'm a pro at this, and I know it. Right, sure. I mean, you have to treat it.
I do cheat. Like yesterday, I had a pastry last night, and I was like, oh my God, I'm cheating so bad.
Yeah, and again, we are, we're older. We're Gen X. We're very 50s. Early 50s and stuff like that. Yeah. So you can't cheat too much. Like I said, I had my physical. My physical was fantastic. Yeah. A+. Just got to cut the weight, which is great because, again, for men, things start happening in their 40s, 45s. And, someone told me, well, my doctor said, hey, you got to 40 and you got no major issues. I was like, okay, 45. And, now, I just had the physical and I'm doing great. And he literally said, if you could keep up what you're doing and drop the weight, you can have a great life without you're not popping pills.
He actually said, "You'll be where your wife is."
Yes, he did say
exactly
that.
What
because we went the same day in the physical.
We both had our physicals together.
Which I hate needles, so I threw it to the wolves first.
As always.
I think I talked about this in my previous episode and stuff like that. Did I? I don't know.
He's a chicken. He don't like needles. I don't care. Prick me. I don't care. Get it over and done with. I'm that person.
I've been there for the babies being born.
Yeah.
I just don't like mine.
He don't like himself getting.
It's all like, don't do this arm, do this arm.
I've been through the ringer.
Yeah.
Listen, when we get into mine, which we'll get into another episode, I've been through the ringer.
She's gone through
into it.
Plenty of needles and stuff like that, and tests and
scares and stuff. But
did we ever have an episode of because our last one was how do you say that, IVF?
Yes, IVF.
We never had an episode on that one, right?
No.
We should have that one. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Like I said, we have plenty of stories, and again, to the crowd that's watching this, what type of channel is this? We're Gen X people.
Little Gen X parents that we talk about savings, our stories,
the comical side of it,
going out,
keeping the relationship going. We are now we officially kind of talked about this. We did our bedroom pillow talk. We are 34.
34 years.
Not together. 35.
Yes, 34.
I said 35. It is 34.
I was right, you see.
So that's exciting because that means next year the first place we're going is the freestyle cruise.
Yes.
With all these Judy Torres, Cynthia and all that. So
this is more incentive for him to get in shape because he needs to keep up.
Yes.
Because listen, I tell people I am like bouncing off the walls with energy.
Right.
I'll go into the room and work out. My workout's supposed to be like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. No, I don't come out to like an hour and a half later.
You get into it also because also you get into the music of dancing.
I get into the music.
You enjoy dancing.
Yes.
One thing I do is I love to walk. I love to run. So, as the weather comes, I do see it happening more often. I just got to get there.
You just got to create a workout.
And then I got to get that pit, the punching bag kind of cleared out. So I do the walk, run, whatever it is.
That's my plan.
And
I got to work. I have a DIY project in there taking up space.
I want to say, listen, if you're in there, it's tough. It's hard. I get it. If you're in the tri-state area and you're commuting, I have this long commute. I spoke to a friend of mine in Connecticut. He lives in Connecticut. Excuse me. And it's a long commute.
The commute takes a lot out of you.
It's an hour and a half. And the morning doesn't bother me so much. It's the evening. If I could switch to 8 to 4, like I used to have another job, that'd be fantastic. And, I am not, if you're in the tri-state area, I am not for or against the congestion pricing. I don't really think about it. What I think is...
it's messed up that they're doing it on weekends.
I think it's messed up they're doing it on weekends always to 9 o'clock at night because we drive into the city to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that because of less traffic, the buses will get through faster where they got to go home.
So you can do your walks and stuff.
Well, yeah, because, maybe it knocks off 10 minutes or 15 minutes. That's a huge plus.
You know what I would like us to do more again, which we did in the fall? That walk on the high walk? What do they call that?
The High Line.
The High Line.
Yeah, but that's not a walk. I mean, we have to drive into the city to do that. I mean,
but that's still a cool walk.
It is. I'm just saying, for those people that live there, they do it. I'm not. Yeah. I mean, we could do the, Ringwood State Park.
Yes.
It's nearby and stuff like that. Yeah. Especially right now, I think the cherry blossoms and stuff.
I know. We got to get down there for the cherry blossoms.
But, so I just want to emphasize, if you're young and you're doing it already, that's great. If you're not, a lot of young generations.
You told me that once you're doing it for like 3 weeks continuous, it becomes repetitive.
It depends on the person. Yeah, it's 3 to 4 weeks. So I do know a lot of bodybuilders from our neighborhood. We had one guy that competed in Mr. Olympia and stuff like that. So it was, and then we had the gym rats in there. So working out was big in our neighborhood. I don't know why, but you just, you can ask Josh.
Your best friend, Josh.
Yeah, it was just prevalent. For me, it was also because I was 5 foot. What did I say? I'm 5 foot. And I don't know, I just wanted to be a little bit more active, muscular for a presence, I guess. Even though also your personality pushes presence. But it was big in our neighborhood. Was it ever big in your neighborhood, working out like that? Like my neighborhood? I don't remember seeing a lot of people.
No, there was a few, maybe 1 or 2 guys that did. But it wasn't like at your neighborhood. And I'm going to be honest.
It was everywhere.
It was like eye candy in his neighborhood because all of these guys were like buff, built, and
it was
worked out.
It was relevant into our neighborhood.
For a girl that comes from a girl building, because where I grew up, in which he said it, building I grew up was more girl dominated.
Right, we were all guys. Even your neighborhood was predominant men. Girls.
Yeah.
in our neighborhood, we're all predominantly men,
guys.
Upper Manhattan,
Inwood,
Dykeman area, Washington Heights.
I mean, I know I'm changing the subject, but...
No, we're not. We're still talking about...
Your friends started coming and hanging out on my block.
Yes.
They were like, there's just girls everywhere.
Yes, yeah.
You know, as to where, like, my sister and I would go hang out on his block, and my sister would be like, damn, this guy's everywhere.
Yeah. No, I think... It just was everywhere. You had the gym rats and
you guys
there,
had a lot of guys that worked out.
And, you know, Sickles. There was a lot of people that also worked. And it wasn't, you know, the gym.
They were like...
Yeah, some of them were big.
Really
yeah,
ripped.
yeah. I mean, Josh was ripped back then.
I know.
And
we used to call him...
Big Papa.
He looked like Big Papa.
Big Papa from the wrestling, yeah.
Yes, he's the guy.
Well, he did. I mean, there was points that he said a couple of times he got stopped. They're like, wait, is that, you know?
He actually really looked like him.
But, yeah, so I want to get there. And I know I'm going to get there. It's a big push for me this year. The fact that, you know, again, if you're watching it, yeah, you know, you want to stay healthy at our age. And if for some of you are like me, and the doctor says, hey, you're actually got no major issues, you know.
Get it together. And, you know, you can have a, you know, good 20, 30, 40 years. I don't know, you know, however you want to look at it. So, like, I look at it as, again, I raised my tone. I look at it as I want to be an active 60, 70-year-old. Yes. So I saw
I don't want to be where you see an active 60, 70-year-old.
Well, like my aunt. She's in her 80s.
Yeah, they're active.
And she's come down now.
But you would not think she's in her 80s when she was in her 80s.
She's in her 80s.
And you wouldn't think she was in her 70s.
5-6 years ago, she was doing yard work.
Yeah.
She mows the lawn at my cousin's house. She moves rocks. Active lady. And she's up there now, you know. Yeah. So I want to be like that. I don't want to be with a cane when I'm in my 70s.
No.
You know, with back problems. And from what I've been reading, strength training.
Usually I have the...
Yes. Strength training builds your muscles.
No, let's show it. Come on, show the guns, baby.
It builds the muscles, but it also...
It's a confidence boost.
It is a confidence boost.
For me it was when I was young.
I feel really badass now. Like, I wear stuff that I would not have worn 5 years ago.
No, it is a confidence boost because, again, being 5 foot and being active, not only just physique-wise, I was a great runner and stuff like that. I was able to do
you get such endurance.
Yeah, you get long distance running. I wish I was being, you know, I would have done track.
I have so much endurance now.
But,
I love it.
Yeah, it's a confidence boost. So I have to say, though, this past month, and
you were getting there. And
not only I was getting there, I'm establishing some kind of confidence.
Yes,
which is good. But to get back to,
you're gonna see more.
Yeah, you know, to get back into it, I have slacked. It happens. You just got to keep hitting it.
Have a wife that nags.
And have a wife or a spouse or whatever it is, a partner, nag you.
You know what I do on purpose? I change in front of him and I flex.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she does.
I do, right? Yeah. I'm like, look what you can have. I'll show him my abs. I'm like, look, I got abs. I'm 52 and I got abs.
Yeah. So, you know, this video is really about talking about my weight loss journey and getting more physical, more fit and motivated to stay in this. I felt great when the doctor said, hey, you don't got no major issues. I mean, it was really like an eye-opener. I guess when you get to that age and you see friends and you hear about other people and they're like, hold on. And it's not against it. Listen, I understand. And they start opening the pills and taking a couple of pills. Now, vitamins, listen, I am starting to take vitamins my doctor recommended. I think I'll have an episode of what type of vitamins I'm taking. Yep. I think even, you know, the brands I chose.
Even when you're younger, it's good to start younger.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
I nag my kids all the time.
Right.
You know, my daughter and my son. I'm like, listen, it's not because I dropped the weight or whatever. I just want you to be ahead of the ball. You know,
well, I think it's a regimen. So it's the cream regimen.
It's an expensive regimen.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think you have to find a balance, and we have certain products.
Things that are cheaper.
Yeah, there was a product that you were using which was just
really expensive.
Yeah, it was close to $100.
Yes.
But again, it's a regimen, you know. So if that be cream, if that be exercising, that be learning. I mean, again, I'm in IT. There are years that I slacked. This year is a year that I want to get back into it, get a couple of certifications, and I'm looking down because I don't want to drag this one out too long.
Yeah, we're trying to keep them low.
But
so you're trying to do on top of your physical,
even some more learning.
You're learning.
Yeah,
and it's a lot. But
we do it once in a while, and I'm trying to get our younger one because he's a little bit more hyper focused, more into gaming, and I'm trying to balance him. Again, I don't have a problem with gaming because I game. Physical with some gaming, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I'm a big believer that sports has a play, but I think it's more PT back in its day. If you look at PT, I think, was physical training in the gyms.
It made you run laps.
Yeah, it was huge. Yeah. Now
push-ups, sit-ups,
a big focus on sports.
Yeah.
But I think we've got to, as a country, I think we got to balance. I don't know why I'm going off topic, but we got to balance between the science and the math and the
physical fit.
Physical ed. Yeah. Not the sports of it, but the physical ed. I think that's where it dropped off. And I agree. So anyway, again, you got to hit it hard. If you're out there, throw your comments. Tell me, how you're doing on your journey. We could just chat back and forth on it.
It's always telling you, get off your butt and go get some work.
It is. And I'm going to get there. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks, the weather drops. I mean, the weather will kick up. Or maybe in a week. And the weather will allow me to do more walking and stuff like that. But today's a rainy day. And it's a day where you save money. Because you don't have to go out.
Nope.
And
you're chilling at home.
You're chilling.
A cool meal.
Yeah.
So just vegging out. Moderately.
Doing your thing.
Yes.
All right, everybody. See you in the next episode. Take care. Be healthy.
Hit the like, subscribe.
Absolutely.
Put in your 2 cents. I don't care.
And just enjoy each other's. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You got a comment, a critic comment.
Go ahead.
Go for it. You know what I'm saying? It's two-sided. Everybody has their opinions.
Own opinions.
Absolutely. But like, subscribe, and share it. Help us out. Next time. Bye.
Bye.